How we doing, boys? Welcome back to another FIFA 23 content review on the channel. I'm Slater. In today's video, if you know the stream, if you've been a part of my live stream, you know how much Onuachu means to the channel. And I would say his nickname right now on the YouTube video, but it would get it demonetized, and for that reason I won't. But here is a Shapeshifter Paul Onuachu center back SBC. The question is he good or bad value? Now, for a lot of people I think that are potentially watching these videos, your team's probably really cracked to the point of the game where this card really doesn't move the needle for you, and you're probably upset with the cons today because he really is the main part of the content. Then there's your daily login upgrade, right? And that's pretty much it at the end of the day. So I think for a lot of people, this is not really the type of card that they're looking for. But if you're running a budget team, I'm going to tell you whether you should or should not complete this card, right? I think this is definitely something you need to look into because he is 6'7". All right, I've used a lot of this guy's cards as a striker, especially was in the Belgium league, and then moved to Southampton. But I've always been a fan of this guy. I love using big body players in FIFA. And now he gets a center back card. He's 3-star, 4-star, medium height, and he is 6'7", man. Like, that is a very real part of the game. That matters. Okay, there is some value. Just if you like that Millie Savage card, right? He's 6'8". You realize, like, there's just a natural reach that the players have. There are passing lanes where you think that they're open and you pass it and they are able to intercept the ball because they're just giants. They're literally physical giants walking amongst us. And so there is some value to this card, I think, at the end of the day, if you just want to think about a center back that you can add to your team. Now, he's not premium chemistry, which sucks. You know, he is Nigerian, but he is in the Prem. So a lot of people should be able to get him on good chemistry just from the perspective that he's a Prem player. The problem is maybe you don't run a Southampton player or a Nigerian player, so you're really going to need to kind of have a lot of Premier League players in the team, or you get a Nigerian manager to add to his chemistry. But internally, there's some really interesting stats. Some stats I think that are kind of surprising. So even though they moved him from striker to center back, he still has some decent shooting stats. 90 shot power, 83 finishing, and 81 attacking positioning, 85 acceleration, and 89 sprint speed with 88 vision, 94 short pass, and 88 long pass, alongside 85 agility, 83 balance, 94 reactions, and 92 composure, which is really, really nice for a center back. And then cracked out defending stats, 90 interceptions, 90 defensive awareness, 95 stand tackle, and 92 slide tackle, with 99 strength, 93 aggression, and 92 stamina, and 97 jumping. So there are some things I do like about this card. Dives into tackles, power header. We're going to jump over to FUTTIES because he's really, really cheap. He's a really, really cheap card. So he's got downvoted a lot, but I think that that's more because of there's nothing wrong with this card and his price. It's more because I think a lot of times when a lot of content doesn't drop, the card that does come out, if they're not like a super juice SBC, just gets ragged on. But this is a card that has value, I think, for a lot of people. And if you do want to add this card to your team, I'm explaining to you what I would do if I had him in my squad. So first and foremost, I do want to say if I was not on, because he's lengthy, obviously, on New Gen, but if I was not on New Gen, I could see a scenario where I would put an engine on him. This is very out of the box, okay? But I love the idea of a 6'7" midfielder. And I feel like medium-high work rates with good pace splits and honestly decent shooting stats and really, really well-rounded passing stats and pretty solid dribbling stats outside of ball control. And then those defending and physical stats could be a usable DM. But I think for the most part, although you're not going to maximize the value of the chem style, to play him at center back, I think because defensive awareness at 90 is still a little bit too low for a center back. You do want to put a shadow on him, boost that to 94, boost the pace fits to 93, 97, keep him on lengthy with those defending stats and 4-star weak foot. I think he'll end up being a really great center back option for people on a budget. I actually want to show this too really quick. Like, he's nearly identical to a Saliba in a lot of stats, but he's 6'7" with 4-star weak foot. So if you think about it from that perspective, like, obviously Saliba has better links. He's Arsenal and French, but they're both in the Prem. He has probably, I'm guessing, like 6-7 inches on Saliba. He's got the same pace. He's got better defending and better physicals. Like, he would be a better center back than Saliba with 4-star weak foot, and he's only 50K as a Prem SBC. So even though people won't like this SBC because it's not a sexy card for people at this point in the game, if you do want this player and you could use an upgraded center back in your team in some capacity, I do not think in any way, shape, or form that he is a bad value SBC. Okay? Now, granted, you might say to yourself, hey, an 85 overall team is kind of a big deal. Tomorrow, the 85x7 regens, an 85 overall team of the Team League or Team of the Season could be a huge part of completing that SBC, and maybe you want to take a swing at a casino SBC versus getting a card like Onuachu, and for that, I would understand that type of idea. Or maybe you want to do the top part of the TOTS SBC, the Triple TOTS SBC. So there are other options in the game right now to put the fodder into than him, but if you need a center back on a budget, he's not a bad option, dude. He's not a bad option, and for that reason, I think he's a solid SBC. At the end of the day, he's out for 6 days if you want to complete him. Daily login upgrade, if you guys want to do this today, which you should do every day. Bronze player, just to show you the rewards today, you will get yourself a, hold on, an 84 by 3 pack. The last thing I'm going to say to you before I get on the way, by the way, hit that like button, sub if you're new to the channel if you enjoyed the video. The last thing I'm going to say to you guys is I'm going to drop a video tonight, or today, somewhere in the midday, about all the content that came out during FUTTIES. We should get FUTTIES on Friday. I'm going to drop a video on all the content that came out on FUTTIES, SBC type of content, what SBCs cost, 85 by 10s, what type of cards were in packs, all those different types of things. Everything you need to know to prep yourself maybe before. Because today's like a low day in FIFA, right? Not a lot of people in the game, so it could be a good time to get involved. Maybe grind the game when people aren't. Maybe find some opportunities to buy some cards. And I can help you prep for the upcoming big promo, which is the FUTTIES promo today. So if you haven't seen a video like that, I'll drop that tonight on the channel, so hit that subscribe button if you want something like that too. That's all your content for today, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great rest of your day. Happy 4th of July to all the people celebrating. I'm streaming later tonight because I have nothing to do today. So with that being said, peace.